In this lesson you will learn some useful expressions to give a presentation of a book.
Beginning a presentation. I'm going to talk about. I'd like to start by saying.
Introducing arguments. Firstly, first. What's. It's also. That. Another thing is that. Last.
Ending a presentation. Finally. To sum.
Now, listen to a student giving a presentation about their favorite book. Pay attention to the expressions that she uses in the different parts of her presentation.
I'm going to talk about a book called Holes by an American writer called Louis Sachar. That's Sachar. I'd like to begin by saying that I've read this book about 6 or 7 times, so it really is my favorite book. Holes is a crime novel, but it's actually much more than that. Let me tell you why I like it so much. First of all, the story is very clever. Nothing happens in the story without a good reason. And the story is so clever that you can read it again and again, and each time you discover something that you didn't see before. What's more, the descriptions are very realistic. A lot of the action happens in a hot desert. And it's funny because when I read the book, it actually makes me feel thirsty. That shows you that the descriptions are great. It's also true that I like the book because of the characters. The 2 main characters are Stanley and Zero. One of the most important parts of the book is the story of their friendship. It's easy to like Stanley and Zero, and I prefer books where you really care about the characters. Last but not least, there are a lot of dialogues in the story. So it's easy and fast to read, and the dialogues are realistic and funny. To sum up, I think Holes is the best book I've ever read because it's a great story. It's funny, it's interesting, and it has a happy ending too. They made a film of the book, but I think the book is much better.
That's it for this lesson. See you in our next hands-on the English Flipped Classroom session.